Hello, my name is Janeria, and I want to share with you um, my final project, which is my It's Learning platform that I use for um, school. Well, It's Learning is a digital learning management system that we use in our county, which is Rockdale. It allows teachers to share resources, to push out assignments to students, to communicate with students and with parents. And we also use them for PL courses. So with It's Learning, we have a home page, and at this home page, we have a dashboard for our Rockdale County District, and we also have a Pine Street Elementary School dashboard. Within that, I have courses that are created for my students. I'm gonna have a course for each content area that I teach, and I also have a course that I created for math intervention and reading intervention. Along with that, I did also create a course that I labeled third grade independent learning. This is a course that my students use on our independent learning days where we're not at school for whatever reason. And then I also use it for homework and study. So I can show you a course, and in this course, we use these courses for every subject. So during our ELA reading time, we manipulate and we navigate through this course. Um, I have displayed the learning targets. These are components that I'm able to create using this platform here. So the parking lot is, you're familiar with that. It's a way of me executing our exit ticket. I ask students questions, and they're able to go to our Lino board. And usually we have the parking lot within our classroom. We use post-its, and the students write on them and go and put them in the parking lot. But since this was reignited in my spirit. So we started using this. All the kids got an account, and they just love to use this as our new parking lot. So I have the link there that we just go to, and students are able to see exactly what you see here. We have this is a teacher's view where I can add and upload here, but students, I still give them access to all of these resources. I don't really change anything. So everything I have over here, which is my resources and my lesson plans, students also have access to it. They can view it, but they can't change anything. So parents, if they want to look at my lesson plan, they can see what I taught in the past. They can see what I am teaching in the future. So I do try to keep one lesson plan for ahead that they could look at. So it's kind of like a flipped classroom. If you ever want to see what we're going to be working on, you can do that. Here I made a little component called Assess Yourself, and we use this also like a checking for understanding. I pose a question that pertains to the unit, and students are able to vote based on where they are. If you're expert, apprentice, or novice, and how it looks when you vote. I'm able to see where students are. Now, this vote is changeable. So, at one point of the unit, they may be a novice, or they may be, an apprentice, but they're able to vote again and change their votes. I also put a component of reading resources in here, and I have resources for every. So it's science resources, social studies resources, math resources. So I've included links here, and in these links, it's mostly resources that we use during class. And it's more frequent, or it is practice resources. So if you need to look up a word in the dictionary, so I have the link here that we use often, the dictionary link. So when they click on here, they don't have to search the web. It is here for them, and they can put in a word and get back to work, not get lost in the internet, which can happen. So I have different categories here. So if we had a, if I wanted them to do a game on punctuation and capitalization, it will go right here to where I want them to go to. So this would be the link that they would click on, and it would go right to the practice game that I wanted them to go to. So again, they don't get lost in what they're doing. It kind of helps them to stay on task. Here I have bulletins. And we're able to post resources, and we're able to post images here, but I mainly use it for posting videos. These are videos that I may have used in class, or I might post them for students to go and look at them later, especially if they don't understand something. So I post these here. I have stories here. I have anchor charts, so if I use this anchor chart for interactive notebooks, I have a student that is absent or a student that's having a hard time catching up, they can always go back here and complete the task that we had in school. Again, videos are listed here. This allows us to do a lot. Also, we are able to upload and embed a lot of things. We have, Brain Pop accounts, and so we could, here I can just embed a Brain Pop movie here, and it'll be in my tree over here, or I can put it in the actual the dashboard so students can see it more clearly. Here I can use this to put in links. If I have a link here from YouTube that I want to upload that video, I'll click on here, put a title to it, and put the link there. Also, it allows us to do Office Mix, OneNote, create PowerPoints in here. We can create discussion boards for students to use in class. We can create tasks, and this is also good for when we have Independent Learning Day. Create a task. We can have conferences. We can create assignments where students can submit their answers as an individual or in groups. So if you do a lot of collaborative work like I do in my classroom, this is also a great way to incorporate that. Again, I did create a course for after school. I'll go back to my ELA course. I wanted to show you how we use Padlet. That's Padlet and .com. I use Padlet for our morning work. I also have a early finisher Padlet where students can go to, and when they come in the morning they automatically know to go to their Padlet, and it tells them what to do. I try to create a board for at least 2 weeks, so every 2 weeks I go and change it, and change up the assignments. But so if they come in Monday, they know to complete an article and Achieve 3000, including the stretch article. This is what I told them. They don't have to ask me questions. So students are able to stay on task and work independently. They could get to those programs. Those are programs paid for by our county. So this is where they will go. And again, this is a link which is in our Rockdale It's Learning course, so they don't go and search the internet. When they come on, their username password is always saved, so they need to go do Achieve or First in Math. They're here. Again, they do not have to search the internet, get lost, or get distracted. Let's go back to my 3rd grade independent learning course. Again, they can use this for days that we're not at school, and also for homework. I have assignments created here. Again, the same links here for students not to get lost, to direct them exactly where they want them to go. PowerPoints are here, things that I need that I have available for them to study. They have access to up and coming events, reminders. I put up for them images and notes, class notes they're able to use. I include classroom happenings. I have this here because I had a student to communicate with me in the inbox that she had forgotten her notebook. So I was able to tell her that I would take a picture of the workbook page and then I would add the workbook page there, and she was able to do her homework. It's one of my students who really cared. So I'm able to communicate with them in here also. So same thing, put up videos for them to watch, links for them to visit to help them study, messages for parents. And so this has become a very good tool for my classroom. So this is mainly why I chose this particular platform to share with you all, because I absolutely love it. It's very helpful. And it basically encompasses who I am as an educator, how important technology is to me and in my classroom. It helps me to expose students to technology. It supports me in my instruction, and it also engages my students in a differentiated way. So I think it's an awesome resource for administrators, teachers, students, and parents, and it helps us to be connected.